Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking for room, it's Alexander. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Dropping back, it's Bradley. Using his feet to buy time. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are, this is what...
And he breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
With the carry.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board.
7, Ohio State, 0.
Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out, you got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
2nd and short now after that completion. The give to the back. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Bradley. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. What a snag by the defense. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And that should be enough to give Florida Atlantic the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
That makes the score Florida Atlantic 10, Ohio State 0.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good up.
Nothing but green ahead. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Bradley. Looking for a huge play. He holds it in, and nobody's close. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Dances away to buy time. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first... He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got room on the return. The 40. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the driver.
Throws to the back. Quick strike complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Leaves it with the back. And they'll get him on the ground at the 3-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Black 18! Black 18! Easton! Patriot!
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Ohio State.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking for a man. It's Bradley. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Florida Atlantic 10, Ohio State 8.
The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to get the perfect plan on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Wants to throw. It's Bradley. Extending the play. Into the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Facing
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. It is perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He's got it down the left side. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Owls! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
He's not going to make it stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Throws to the wideout. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Almost took that one all the way back. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
The end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Florida Atlantic 16, Ohio State.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking for the end zone on 2nd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Hard-hitting tackle. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Between the uprights, it's good.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
Bringing it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a...
He's got it down the left. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Ohio State. Reeled it in and just made the house call. They got the touchdown, but still a 2-point conversion short of tying it up late. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. He is denied, stopped short of the goal line, trying to tie the game, and he will not get the 2-point conversion. Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they could get into field goal range. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. This is where the pressure can start to build a little bit, trying to hold on to a 2-point lead, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. After giving up a score in that last possession, you just feel the sense of urgency now. It's really, really high, and David, this offense, they've got to answer.
Yeah, but you got to remember, it's okay because I still got the lead. Now I just go out and execute, give it to my leaders, let them do their thing.
They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but not able to come away with the completion.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a block. It's Alexander. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. And if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Bradley. Quarterback adapting. He chucks one out to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next step.
Fires toward the end zone. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
We've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Defense still with a couple of timeouts. They can force the issue, make the offense snap it again as they take a knee on this one. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out on the field.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been